15-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Calandria. Bringing the heat. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. He's got it. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down. Timeout called by the Cornhuskers. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Huskers, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Lets it fly. He's got it down the field. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Nebraska uses a timeout here. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They'll throw it from the red zone. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
And finally, the offense strikes, man. Puts a drive together, gets points right at the end of the first half. Kudos to their defense keeping them in it. Now you got some momentum. Figure some things out at halftime. Right back in this ballgame.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Coming out with it, it's Robinson. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Here's James Peoples to begin the drive. Got enough for the first. Well, so much for running out the clock. You get a huge play like that in your setup, maybe to put points on the board before the break. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the ground. He's got it again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Looking for a man, it's Beck. He lets one fly deep. Snags it on the right. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Penn State!
I gotta tell you, this offense has done some really good things here in this first half, and that was so critical. Scoring on their last possession of the half, they're padding their lead, and they've put so much pressure now on the opponent.
And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. And he's going to bring this one out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. Wide receiver comes in motion. Running into the open space. Makes Gets it past the marker. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. This time he wants to throw. Rushes on him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize on getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points and capitalize off of the opponent's mistake.
Under fire. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. The sure hands, it's Hunter. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Man, this guy is so dangerous running it, and the speed can also help him extend the play to hurt you throwing it, David. As a defense, what do you got to do to keep this guy in the pocket?
Well, the hard part is, once he gets outside the pocket, you have to play the second play. The first play, everybody had a route to run, but the second play, it's the scramble drill, and receivers going to break and cut and do something different.
There's some room. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Picks up the first down. Big time run on that one as he goes out of bounds right at the 10.
Great execution by this offense. The running game coming through, perfect fashion, breaks the big run, finishes inside the 10.
And they do a great job of blocking downfield with their wide receivers, too. And all of a sudden now, this offense knocking on the door.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it.
Here we go. Ready. Go.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Huskers! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. The Nittany Lions want to crank the tempo.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
He might want another play. Looking to pass. It's Beck. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a 1 possession.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. He'll try to do it himself. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
It just must be so nice to be such a good athlete and to realize 4th down, I want to pass the football, nobody open, I got this. I can take off, I trust myself, and he gets the 1st down. And these are the ones that just frustrate, annoy defenses by 4th down on your own side of the field, and he just took matters into his own hands.
Gonna run it. It's Wallace. Might have a chance. Got enough for the 1st. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. He turns that loose down the right side. Facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Fires to the wideout. He's got it, and more than enough for a 1st. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Defense wants to bring the heat. Going for the big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Getting late, pressure building, huge third down coming up on the road for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in, it's Hunter. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. He's got him. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Huskers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll run it from the gun. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Huskers are moving quickly down the field. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Maybe a crease. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
It's complete to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Motion from the back. To throw, it's Calandria. Steps away to find some room. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. The defense will try to hold up one more time. Under 2 minutes to go. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your second and third read some, but we got to stay aggressive.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. They're working that left side. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw again. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska! The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
And such a great job by the offense, able to execute there and score a touchdown late in this game. You know, you try to simulate that in practice, but you just can't do it. Guys are going to have to step up when it matters the most under the bright lights, and they did it there. 1 point away from taking the lead.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Dropping back, it's Beck. It's complete to the right. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for second down. Back to pass. He's got it. Breaks into the open. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Wants to throw on first down. He's got his man, makes the grab. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
This quarterback looks in complete control, not flustered, end-of-the-game situation, connecting on his passes. Nice job knowing his answers. Got to keep this rolling here to try to make this thing interesting.
They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bringing it back. Defense ends this game in style. Coming up with a turnover, and now they can just kneel it out. And the offense suddenly with an opportunity it couldn't have expected with a 1st and goal. And he crosses the goal line for the late touchdown, and that one just might finish this baby off.
That is how it's done. Great job by this offense. And because of the score and the time, you kick the extra point because you're going to make them go down the field, have to score, and get a 2-point conversion to tie this football game. Great drive by this offense.
Back to throw, it's Calandria. Moving away from pressure. He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. He'll return it. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. To the air on first down. He's taking a deep shot. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. To the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Penn State with the response.
And that sure feels like too little, too late. This offense, they needed to score and execute faster, but there's not enough time to me, man. This feels like this one's over.
It's complete on the right side. He's brought down, and that one never had a chance, and the 2-point conversion attempt fails. They'll line up for the onside kick, just 1 second to play, and really their only hope is some type of penalty for an untimed down. The hands team appropriately named, and now a victory is in hand after recovering that onside kick. The run from the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. And that is how we will wrap this one up. You know, there's no real reason to panic if you think about it when this panicking ever really happened. But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics. I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to 2 very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on. Keep working on them. Keep developing. Those things you do well, let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistent.
What a season.